This morning I woke up in the vortex and I felt satisfied. This morning I woke up in the vortex and I felt eager. I love waking up in the vortex and feeling eager. I like a feeling of eagerness. I like a feeling of satisfaction. Today I looked at someone and I felt such appreciation for them. I really enjoy feeling love. When I'm in the vortex, I feel satisfied. I like being in the vortex because things feel clearer. When I'm in the vortex, I feel clear-minded. I feel sort of elated. When I'm in the vortex, it's like my heart is singing. When I'm in the vortex, I feel satisfied. When I'm in the vortex, I feel ease. When I'm in the vortex, I feel sort of energized. When I'm in the vortex, I feel like doing stuff. When I'm in the vortex, my body feels good. When I'm in the vortex, I like taking a walk. When I'm in a vortex, my dog licks my face. When I'm in the vortex, I feel good. When I'm in the vortex, food tastes good. I like being in the vortex. When I'm in the vortex, I know my power. When I'm in the vortex, I feel more sure about things. When I'm in the vortex, I know my own goodness. When I'm in the vortex, I just feel good about me. When I'm in the vortex, I trust that things are going to go well. When I'm in the vortex, I feel optimistic about things. When I'm in the vortex, I feel ready for more. When I'm in the vortex, I feel like I can do about anything. When I'm in the vortex, I feel more sure of myself. When I'm in the vortex, I let people off the hook more. When I'm in the vortex, good things happen to me. When I'm in the vortex, I can feel I'm in the flow. When I'm in the vortex, I feel ease about life. When I'm in the vortex, it's like the universe cooperates with me. When I'm in the vortex, I know my goodness because it sort of surrounds me. When I'm in the vortex, the universe gives me evidence that I'm in there, not as a reward, but as a consequence of my alignment with who I am. When I'm in the vortex, the indicators that surround me in conversations and in my own emotions and in outright manifestations, they represent my being in the vortex. When I'm in the vortex, I like being in the vortex. When I'm in the vortex, it seems easy to stay there. When I'm in the vortex, I want never to leave. When I'm in the vortex, it feels natural and normal to contemplate creation. When I'm in the vortex, I feel unlimited. When I'm in the vortex, I'm glad for all I've lived and what I've put in the vortex. When I'm in the vortex, I have clear view of what I've put here. When I'm in the vortex, I feel satisfied about my life. When I'm in the vortex, I feel ready to go and do more. When I'm in the vortex, I love my life. When I'm in the vortex, I love me. When I'm in the vortex, I love the people who help me put stuff in the vortex. When I'm in the vortex, I do better financially. When I'm in the vortex, I leverage time and effort in a better way. When I'm in the vortex, things line up for me better. When I'm in the vortex, it's like time slows down and satisfaction speeds up. When I'm in the vortex, I savor more. When I'm in the vortex, I sit and contemplate and my thoughts are pleasing to me. When I'm in the vortex, sometimes I just ponder just for the satisfaction of pondering that thought. When I'm in the vortex, it's like I only have access to the memories that are pleasing and to the current environment that is pleasing. When I'm in the vortex, I can feel that the whole of me is integrated with the source that is me, and I know my power and my well-being, and I sort of want to shout it from the rooftops. I want to say, bring it on, world, because I can handle it. I want to say, whatever it is, I'm up for it. I want to say, I signed on for sifting through contrast, and I'm good at it. I want to say, I know how to direct my thought. I've trained myself there. I'm really good at what I do. I'm a powerful focuser. I have been for a long time. I love to focus upon good feeling thoughts. I love to focus myself into alignment. I love being in the vortex. I love who I am. I love this experience of creation. I love the source energy part of me and lining up with it. I love the fact that I was willing to depart from source a bit to stir things up. I love how much I stirred up. I love how much I put there. I love the power of my desire. I think it's my time, Abraham. I think it's time. I think I've paid the price of contrast, and I think I've put plenty there. And I think I'm willing to let go of the resistant aspects of my life experience. I think I'm ready to just start trusting the laws of the universe and really putting this vortex thing to a test. I'm going to stop struggling and striving, and I'm going to let my undivided attention go toward whatever it takes for me to get into the vortex. I love you, Abraham, and what you represent. I love the clarity that you have brought to me and the understanding that I have garnered for myself. I'm appreciative of all of the people who have sort of prodded me into expansion, and I am eager to come into full and constant alignment with that expansion. I acknowledge, Abraham, that I've spent time outside the vortex, and I'm happy that you remind me that everybody does. I acknowledge, Abraham, that I know the difference between alignment and not. You have given me many processes that have helped me know, and I have found myself feeling relief on occasion, but not really very often. I've been more in the vortex in this last 5 minutes that you've been rampaging to me once I finally stopped struggling and allowed you to have your way with me. I've been longer in the vortex just now than I have been for a very long time. And I'm beginning to feel the soothing of being in that vortex. I am beginning to understand the love that you have for me and the love that Source has for me. And I'm beginning to get that taste in my mouth of victory in terms of the things that I've been asking for. I want to announce to everyone listening, to the entire universe who is vibrationally out there somewhere, picking up on pieces of this in some way. I want to announce to everything and everyone who exists that I here now proclaim my determination to release my resistance once and for all. I give up. I give up. I give up. I give up. I give up my control of the uncontrollable. I give up my determination to make things better for others. I give up my attention to things that bother me. I give up my trying so hard. I give up my struggle. I give up my confounding confusion. I give up my excuse for negative emotion. I'm giving up my excuses. I'm giving up my statements of what is not working. I'm giving up. I'm yielding, Abraham. I'm yielding to the truths and to the laws that you've been speaking to me. What I've been doing has been halfway, even though I've been wanting to do it all the way. I've given it more effort than anybody that you know. In all of the people that you have been teaching, I've given it more effort. And in my struggle from outside the vortex, I have not managed what I want. And so now I see the light a little bit, Abraham. I see why you began depicting a vortex as a vivid reality with a line that I could cross. I'm beginning to understand that your request for me to get into the vortex is the only thing that will ever work for me. I have to let go of all of those pieces, because in my interaction with all of those pieces, I just hold myself out and hold myself out and hold myself out. And my frustration is huge when I hold myself out, as I'm trying to explain, but I'm only out because of this reality and this reality and this reality. Abraham, I now understand that you were never trying to say to me that those realities didn't exist. You were only trying to say to me that those realities do not serve me when I focus upon them. You've convinced me, Abraham, that it's time for me to tell the story of my empowerment. It's time for me to tell the story of my worthiness. It's time for me to tout the benefit of my knowledge of law of attraction. It's time for me to understand the vortex, whatever in the hell it is, and get into it. It's time for me to begin finding my way, to begin feeling my way. I'm going to feel my way into the vortex, and I'm going to stop thinking my way into the vortex. I'm going to feel my way in. It feels good here. It feels like clarity. It feels like power. It feels like love. It feels like solution. It feels like answers to questions. It feels like something that I've been looking for a very long time. Abraham, clearly you're in the vortex. You have demonstrated that you're in the vortex. Your words reflect that you're in the vortex. I will not admit that I am in the vortex, but I liked the sound of the way you sounded from inside the vortex. And it will be my eternal quest to give up whatever I have to give up in order to spend more of my time in the vortex. It's my time. It's my time to reap the benefit of the work I've done. And now I'm going to turn my undivided attention toward getting into the vortex as best I can. None of you came to fix a broken world. You didn't see it as broken. None of you came to enlighten the world because you understood that it's an individual thing. You came for your own enlightenment. You came for your own alignment. You came selfishly wired, understanding that contrast would cause you to expand constantly, and that the greatest joy in your life would be to give birth to an expanded version of you and then to bring the rest of you up to speed with it. There is nothing in all of the universe that is more exhilarating than that. And that's what we mean by being in the vortex. It means to be physically focused, to be managing your contrast in such a way that you can have closed this gap and be offering only one vibration, the vibration that connects with everything that you are and everything that you've asked for, with an absence of resistance happening. That's what being in the vortex is. Do you know that almost all of politics is outside the vortex? All religion is outside the vortex. You go to a family reunion, it's outside the vortex, outside the vortex, outside the vortex. Well, what can we do about this? And how can we fix that? And what's wrong with that? And, well, that happened way back then. And do you remember when that happened? And I saw that coming. And what did she say about it? And what did he say about it? Well, you know, it was her first husband that started that. Before you just kill me now, you can never, ever sort that stuff out. But all of that contrasting stuff, all of it is the fodder that helps you to ask and ask and ask and ask. And when you have the clarity to say, I don't need to stir it up. Esther will say to Jerry, I just want to talk about this just a little more, just for a point of clarity. And Jerry will say, please let clarity come soon. Because he clearly wanted to get in the vortex 20 minutes ago. He doesn't see the point of trying to sort it out anymore. In other words, you only have one thing to do. Once you feel some negative emotion, just stop and say to yourself, I know what I don't want. What is it that I do want? And then do anything and everything you can to get in the vortex. And once in there, the manifestations will be your indicators of your shift in vibration. And that is your reason for being. If your current population could stay focused as they are and could listen to that kind of programming and could stay focused upon the depletion of resources and the elimination of species, if that were possible, which it isn't, then it might be possible for a strong diminishment of experience to begin to happen. But there is a constant influx of knowledgeable energy coming forth in the form of new infants who know well-being. There is a constant influx of getting into the vortex by those like you who are tuning into who you really are. The recycling of that energy is such that it is our absolute promise to you that your planet is not getting smaller, it is getting larger. It is not becoming less sufficient, it is becoming more sufficient. It is not becoming less, it is becoming more. The well-being is becoming more, not less. And the reason we know that is, as you explore contrast, you in your evolution keep asking for more. When you're born, these babies that are born just now, as they join this platform, they have the benefit of all that you are, and from here, they're going to ask for more. And when they ask for more, the vortex is going to collect it, and the new energies coming forth are going to be it. In other words, it cannot be any other way. The love that is the source of all that is focused in such a way, with law of attraction at its base, that it is not possible for life to get worse. It must get better. It is the eternal promise of this expanding future that we are all a part of. And only someone outside the vortex is beating the drum of that, you see. And next, we want to ask you, do you really miss the dinosaurs? Do you? They're just saying, of course there is evolution and expansion. How could anyone stand where they are and predict what's going to happen for the next 45 years? For the next 145.
Well, you probably can.
We're just saying, someone who's making that claim, well, at this certain rate, and we say, first of all, if they even knew where all the polar bears are, maybe their statistics would be more accurate. Next, if the polar bear didn't feel what an icky vibe was going on.
Well, the polar bear didn't read that article.
If the polar bear, in its connection to source energy, could get up to the vibration of man who is predicting his demise, can't you now sort of understand why the polar bear isn't hanging around where man can see him? In other words, you keep thinking that these species are leaving your planet. They're just leaving the murky waters of your concern.